Good morning. Do you have your tea? Let's start off with our tea time meditation. Just getting comfortable, whatever that means for you today. Might not be the same as yesterday or the same as other people, that's fine. Let's take a deep breath and feel the warmth of the teacup. I think besides the fact that I just love feeling my fingers be warm, one of the reasons that I like to start with the warmth of the teacup is because it's a very overt feeling. It's very commanding. It's very obvious. And sometimes when you're trying to settle in and get away from distraction, you need something really, really obvious to focus on. When you're first trying to get away from distraction and get focused and grounded, trying to focus on something very subtle might not be enough to bring your attention all to one place. So I love focusing on that warmth because it's enough to really stop all of the cycles, most of the cycles in my brain and say, yes, that warmth, I like that. And then I can use the momentum of that little break to say, all right, all the different parts of my brain, let's just be here for a minute. Let's be here together for a minute. So you can take a deep breath, and as you do, you can smell your tea and feel the warmth of the steam from the tea going into your nose and down into your lungs. You can take a sip of your tea and feel the warmth on your tongue, down into your belly. You can taste the flavors of your tea and really think about those flavors. What does this taste like? As we focus on all the things that we're feeling right now, I want to talk a little bit about how right now you might be thinking about all the things that you're not doing. And the people that you're with right now might be thinking about all the things that they're not doing, especially if you have kids. And it can be so easy to lose our focus and to become distracted by, I should be working. What's going to happen to the kids? Will they graduate this year? Will they finish the school year? How is this going to affect all the things? I was supposed to be on vacation. I was supposed to be whatever. I would like to have some strawberries, and I don't want to go to the store, or I can't go to the store. Some of these things might seem petty, but in the moment that we're feeling them, it's hard to logic them away. It's hard to say, that doesn't really matter. Because for a part of you, it does matter. Even if another part of you says, that's just not important right now. I feel like it's difficult to rationalize feelings away. So instead, what I try to focus on is, what am I doing right now? There was a story, actually I think it was a Tolstoy short story, I could be wrong, in which someone was asking a wise person, what is the most important thing? And the wise person responded, the person who you're with right now. And philosophically, I've had many questions about that. Is that always the most important thing? But right now, it certainly is. What is the most important thing? Right now, we might be inclined to think that the most important thing is the thing that we can't do right now, the thing that we lack right now. And so, rather than try to convince myself, that's not really important, don't think that way, just focusing on, what am I doing right now? What is the most important thing right now? Right now, it's this cup of tea. That is what I am doing right now. Right now, I am holding this cup of tea. I am breathing in the smell of this tea. I am tasting this tea and feeling its warmth all the way down into the middle of me. That is what I am doing right now. And if we can hold on to that mindset throughout the day or most of the day and stay focused on what we are doing. I am vacuuming. I am washing the dishes again. I am sending an email to my coworkers. Whatever you are doing, to just focus on that thing. This is what I am doing. I will pay attention to this thing. To try to give what we are doing the same type of attention that we give to our teacup. It's hard. It's hard. But our teacup will help us practice. And so whenever you start to feel like your brain is splitting off into many different lines of thought and you can't stay focused on what you're doing, that just means that it's tea time. And that you can make yourself a cup of tea and start with the meditation again by feeling the warmth on your fingers. Taking a deep breath. Smelling the aroma of the tea, or feeling the warmth of the steam, taking a sip of the tea and really tasting the flavor, savoring the flavor and the warmth, or the coolness. You might be drinking cool tea. Savoring it right down into your middle. And that kind of an exercise, when we use a teacup, when we bring our focus to the teacup and to the tea that's inside it, that gives us direction. It makes the exercise easier. But the more frequently that we do it, the more that we are training our mind to be able to do this same skill in many different contexts. And that will give us comfort because it will help us to focus on whatever it is that we're doing in the moment. So, for the rest of your cup of tea, don't feel distracted by the things in the world around you, but simply focus on your teacup. And I'll see you again tomorrow.